White pine. We're planting today. We're doing a 50-50 mix on this piece with white pine and tamarack or larch. These species were chosen to add some more diversity into this group of hardwoods. There's also some hemlock in here, but they will also help shade out the ground and keep some of the fern from coming back in here so hard, while also providing some monetary value in these species for the future. It's a little bit of a jungle in here. It's hard walking through and planting it, but that makes everything great, really. Keeps the deer out from browsing on the white pine. They won't mess with the tamarack, but it also just great habitat for birds, small mammals. These birch will rot up pretty easily, adding some more nutrients to the ground and just some more organic material to add on top of this duff layer. Here we're dipping the saplings just in some water before we plant them. They were actually in really great condition when we got them. They didn't really need much water, but never hurts. The ground is perfect today for what we're doing, and we got, a full week of rain coming up. So this is just, everything's coming together on this one. We're just really happy to be getting to this stage in the job. We were in here in the winter, got these big sections, these big clear-cut sections cutting down, and we got some timber off. We got a bunch of firewood off of this job, and then we're planning on coming back in the summer when everything gets real dry, and it'll be a lot easier to get some trucks in here. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'll come through, drill out some holes with the little auger, and Seth will come behind with the bag of saplings and put in either a pine or a tamarack, or if I got to crawl into some thick brush, he'll throw one to me. But really nice day, really beautiful work, really. It's just nice to be out, just kind of mulling around, taking it easy. We got a really good results with, there's a ton of red maple and a ton of cherry regen already started in here, so that's awesome. If that stuff can take off and get above the birch, which is the main goal in here, just shade out this birch. There will be birch come back. We're not living in a fantasy. There will be birch, but if you look there's a little maple right below where that sapling's going. I kind of just squashed it with the drill, but it'll be fine. Pine. Airmail.
All cherry. I've seen more cherry over here than I've seen maple.
All the what? I see a ton of maple. I haven't seen much cherry.
I've seen them a bunch. And there's more maple than cherry.
Well, where's the cherry around here?
So there's one somewhere.
I don't remember seeing any cherry on the whole job. Oh, there, I see some. Where the heck is it coming from? Birds, maybe.
Bird shit, probably.
Bird shit. That's another good thing. There's going to be a ton more birds in this area. Don't you think, with this clear cut? So you get more bird shit with more birds, right? It only makes sense. I keep feeling like we missed giant chunks, but then when I look, you see them. I think
we came down past that dead one.
We do need to get into here, which looks...
I thought we already planted them there.
We might have. Let me get one up in here. There's one down there. We need just a couple up here. But there's one directly down from that maple. No, we were in there because I almost put one right underneath that maple. And I thought, hey, that's not a good idea. We're good. We're solid. Maybe we should put on some Big X the plug. Yeah, see, that's what helps. It gets all them roots out of the hole.
Well, I'm glad I got them because that's working better. The other one's bigger in diameter.
This is going to be perfect. We should...
Which one do you want?
Whatever. You're the tree man. I'm like 10 for 10 today. Yeah?
I'll just put one over here in this hole.
And then we got to get a couple right along the edge. Where?
Right there.
I'm legitimately pleased with the regen that we're seeing in here.
Yeah.
Bug season's here, you know. Next time, remind me, I gotta tape that damn clutch on the drill setting.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, even if we didn't even plant this, there'd be enough one cherry in here to start this.
I think so. Salamander. I think we earned a fishing trip on Friday. What do you think? Is that right? Do we need to be putting more in, or are we good? Because we still got another bag to go through on this end.
2 bags.
Well, I thought we were doing 5 bags over there and 3 over here, or 4 over here. What was I? How many bags we got? 8. 4, 8, 6 bags? 3 bags each.
No, 8 times 5, 8 times 50 is 400.
Yeah. We were going to do 3 over here and 5 over there.
Well, when we get through this,
How many pine you got?
I would say we'll probably be able to make it down in there and back up.
And we'll go out the trail, get more, and finish this up.
Yeah.
We'll bring the side by side over.
Yeah, but what I was getting at is we'll plant primarily tamarack in this open section and then put the pine and a few tamarack up on that hill.
On that hill. Yeah, boy. This side is a bigger chunk. Is it not?
Yeah, I think so.
That's cherry. Is it not? Well, we don't want to shade that out. It's probably gonna, from the looks of it, that's gonna be as straight as an arrow tree. That's a fence row cherry. I'm not seeing too much hemlock in here.
I've only seen a couple. I was expecting to see a little bit more pine.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to put 1 in here and then probably 1 or 2 in there, and then we'll jump back up to underneath that oak over there. We are just straight up conservationists.
I mean, most of this shit up the top of this hill just is going to be girls. There's no sense of even cutting it.
Yeah, we'll just kill it. You want one up there? Where you're standing?
No, probably not.
I would put a pine here. Try and shade out underneath this oak. Do you want any close to the trail at all?
Wouldn't hurt. I mean, we could plant on our way back.
How
Might as
many?
well put one down there and then work our way back. We should be about empty.
And we got 2 bags for this strip. I think we can go a little harder now.
Yeah, I wasn't anticipating having, because we're not planting them that far apart.
No. I mean, I wouldn't want to go more than 8 feet, but we could probably afford to do it with the amount of saplings we got.
That's fine. That's fine.
You got 1 pine, 7 tamarack. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Just to make a few points here before the video wraps up. This piece, when we were talking with the landowner, it was hit hard in the 90s during the hemlock scare, when everyone was cutting off their hemlock in fear of the woolly adelgid and the hemlock elongate scale. So they hit this side really hard, and it probably was what just was left after they took the hemlock, but they left some small ones, a bit of them died, and they left some just nasty maple and a few chestnut oaks here and there. But with the chestnut oaks that we've seen, once you open them up completely on all 4 sides, they don't do well. They typically die if you open them up on all 4 sides. I don't like leaving chestnut oaks behind. A white oak can definitely take being opened up on all four sides, but the chestnut oaks just don't ever fare too well doing that. So we came through and we knew we had to get rid of this birch. A lot of people will probably give us flack for just cutting it and letting it lay, but it's not good size for anything in the market, especially in this area. You know, it's not, you can cut it up for firewood, but if you send someone a triaxle load of firewood and it's all poles that are 2, 3, 4 inches, they're going to be mighty upset. But sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off. On some of these jobs, the damage has been done. They would have been better off just clear cutting it, and then you could have just started over fresh. But we'll come in. We took care of the problem. It's going to be an ongoing battle, I know, but with the species that are coming up now and with the softwoods we got in there now, this should really be nice in here for the landowner. You never want a single species just dominating in an area. It's the problem you have with single species woodlots is if you get one disease or one infestation of bugs that only go after that thing, then you're down everything. So just breaking up the diversity in here, getting some good natural repellents for the fern and the stilt grass, and just really, we're not going to be able to eliminate all the birch, but if we can, even get it down by 60%, that's amazing. So we're super satisfied with the way this job has turned out and the way it's been going. So follow along. We'll do some updates on it in the future. Have a good one.